Alright, so now that we have this set up, all we have to do is grab the camera, which is a camera parent. So you'll notice, I'll explain this too. It's no longer just a camera. There's also just an empty game object the camera is in. The reason for this is because in ARKit and in VR it does the same exact thing. The camera in Unity always just goes to 0, 0, 0 when you first start the experience. So in order to actually move the camera, you have to put it as a child object of a something, anything. Is in this case is just an empty, and then you move that parent object. So the camera 0, 0, 0 will be 0, 0, 0 of that parent, but that parent has moved. So then you can move your starting position basically. That's the only reason it does that. If you would try to just use the main camera by itself without a parent, and you're moving it around, and you start to experience it's like camera still hasn't moved. That's why it's because Unity just pushes it back to 0 no matter what. But if it's part of a parent and it goes to 0, it doesn't matter because the 0 of the parent could be somewhere else. So grab the camera parent and take it outside the doorway. Depending on which way it's facing for you, for me it's facing the opposite direction. I'm just going to rotate the camera parent and make it face the doorway, like that. Then I'm going to kind of move it a little bit lower and just a little bit further out. And that's kind of what it should be. But we won't really know until we test. So then once you have that done, we're going to save the scene. Make sure you save. And then you're going to go to File, Build Settings. This time,
Where do we want to put the camera?
oh yeah, it's okay. Take the camera, push it outside of the doorway,
Outside.
and then if it's facing the wrong direction, turn the camera parent to face the doorway.
Okay.
So when we start the experience, it will just kind of show up in front of us.
Oh, I think I moved my main camera outside of the camera parent.
That's okay. You can just move it right back in. It is. It's there. And you can just make its position 0.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You just click tapping. And
Okay,
then
now it's
the camera parent. So look from the side. Let's see where you are. Good. And now just rotate the camera parent. Not the main camera, but the camera parent. Yeah, rotate it. And just, I can already tell it's Y because of the color. So you just go in the rotation Y and make it 180 degrees. There you go. And you can move it out more. Right, that's good. So now, go to File, Build Settings, and in these scenes, uncheck that Unity AR ball scene from earlier. You can uncheck that. And what you're going to click is this button here. It says Add Open Scenes, which is going to add the scene that we're currently in, which is the AR doorway scene. You might not show up right there, but if you scroll down, you'll see it right there. It should be AR doorway checked, the scene that we just made. And now you can click Build somewhere on the desktop, and this time we're going to call ARKit AR doorway Xcode, something like that. You save, and you wait for it to build. So then everything else should just be straightforward. We already got it working with the iPhone, so it should just be plug and play. The only part will be just making sure that the distances are right and the sizing, so that's important. Sometimes, and then we'll see that right now if we did it with the good size. So you can just go ahead and just open that once it's done. Let me know when it is. I'm just gonna test ahead of time. So plug in my iPad. iPad. Same thing here. This bundle identifier. Rename it to your name dot AR doorway or something like that. Call this one AR doorway. And I'm gonna build. So that folder that you exported, it should be called Unity iPhone Xcode project. Double click it. Yep. And then the only change you have to make is so click here, just basically pull up the project, and then just rename that to com.yourname dot like AR doorway or something like that. And then you can make the display name AR doorway just so you can tell which app it is. And then your team. Yep. And then you can just press play over here. And make sure your phone's unlocked. And that should be it. You can press play already. Make sure your phone's unlocked by the time it finishes.
So is it this
So just
Unity iPhone
Yeah.
Xcode?
Yep. Double click it. So you can click the Xcode. Close that Unity window. And so you click up here. And give it a sec. Alright, so change the display name to something like AR doorway. And your bundle identifier should be something like com.yourname. It's a little bit long for like an app name. You should probably just call it AR doorway because it's like the app name that'll show up there.
Oh, okay.
It'll be like you'll just see learn dot dot dot, and then it should just be like your name and then something like AR doorway. Usually it's like com.company.product name. That's the idea. AR doorway, and then team. Select your name and give it a sec. And then when it's ready, just press play and unlock your phone. You can press play first, because it takes a second to compile and stuff. Anyway. So mine finished compiling. I'm going to pull up QuickTime so y'all can see. Still screen recording? Yes, we are. Here's QuickTime. Okay. There it is. So now obviously if I unplug it, You won't see it in QuickTime anymore. It seems the size is good. Everything else seems good, and then obviously you should be able to walk in it. Yep. Yeah, I think that's good. It's like, see, you don't need to generate planes things
Right.
because it just sets itself into space once it realizes where it is. The only time you need to generate planes is if you legitimately like want to like put something on a table or something like that.
So you can combine this with the plane, right? Where
So you can place it like on a
place it
plane.
once the plane is on there, you can tap and see it.
This is where I want the doorway or something like that. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm actually gonna try to do a wireless preview while y'all are building. So screen mirror. There it is. All right. So why is it so small? Come on. Yeah. So
Well, that's kind of far.
yeah, a little bit bigger than I thought.
Yeah, that's cool. Haha. Did you get yours? Nice.
This is kind of big. See, that's that little bug where once you walk out of it, you see the sphere that it's made of. But we could probably make it smaller, but
Yeah.
you get the idea. That's what I mean by like, you don't really know until
That's how
you pull it out.
play it.
Yeah. So we made it from like what looked like it was like something like a little over 1-2 meters to something
Was
like
it-
10 meters. So
Was it
that's
the
probably
position
why.
of the camera.
Position of the camera decides the distance that you start
You
at.
have to start to walk.
Yeah.
Towards.
Yep.
Okay.
I take it works. All right. Oh, that's weird. Is yours?
Something. Yeah. Almost there.
Lost connection.
Try to. That'd be weird, but not bad. Does it play in the Unity?
Maybe it's a loop.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't loop it.
Yeah. Well, then she did. Maybe something with the
Is it my phone?
maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know why it would be doing that. I mean, the video player thing is kind of a new feature, but it's just still be really good. I don't think it'd be good. Yeah, I'm not sure. But the idea is, you don't have to do a 360 video. You could literally create a 3D scene behind there. Got it?
Maximum number of apps for free development. Oh, wow.
Delete
It's on that profile. Yeah.
Oh, it's playing now.
Oh, nice. It's $100 a year.
Oh yeah.
So it's not like that bad.
Yeah, maybe they just allow me to do like a couple of those.
I've never seen that before, so I'm not sure why. Have you been building other apps?
No, I tried to do the Euphoria example. That was it.
You liked it. It's always great to see that reaction. And it's also really cool when you show like a client or someone. It's very impressive. All right.
Is this not working?
It was telling him.
Installing.
It was telling him something
I think
like
I got it now.
he had like a maximum amount of apps or
I
something.
can't see. Okay, now it's
Just, you can see the top of
Oh yeah. So maybe those planes you gotta like tweak them a little bit. But that's all it is basically. Is tweaking. Once you get it on the phone, now you can see. Oh, I see a crack in there. You know, stuff like that. So you kind of fix it up a little bit.
launch it again, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be huge. So maybe try the big hallway and
Yeah.
face forward on the hallway as you start it.
Oh, my camera's too close.
Yeah, but that's okay. I just mean the whole thing is huge, so you might have to walk a bit to get in it.
Yeah. You're right, it is huge. Yep.
I see the 4K video runs great.
Yeah.
Looks great too. The 4K videos really look great when you're inside it.
Let's go.
Which iPhone is that?
The 10.
No, I know yours is.
Oh.
the,
Yeah, you can do the 4Ks. I think I've tried it before. So yeah, just know that it will be like really choppy, like it'll be super laggy. But the 1080p videos, they work great. Like from a Theta or something like that, no problem.
this is
From a Theta, yeah, I figured. I know that resolution. I know my Thetas. I have a bunch of them. All right.
Awesome.
So now that we kind of covered this, I want to cover, just AR Core and Vuforia just for, posterity's sake. And tomorrow, since no one's, really doing Android, everyone's iOS, we could just do ARKit and
Yeah.
just focus on that and do some scripting in it, maybe do that basketball demo, maybe some other thing. So we'll tomorrow will be playful. We'll kind of try some of the more intermediate stuff.
Sure.
So,
Cool.
but yeah, like, how do you like it so far for the beginner stuff?
Yeah, this is great. I wouldn't expect that I could walk away knowing how to do,
It's not that hard, yeah.
Yeah.
And I try to cover like really the meat of it, and don't beat around the bush too much. You'll do like some beginner tutorials. First thing they'll do is they'll like open up the scripting engine, type in transform.position is equal to, and it's like people just get so scared of that. Like,
Yeah.
like the first Unity tutorials are scripting. That's what they put you in right away,
Wow.
And it's like it's a little disheartening for people that are a little scared of scripting. But
Yeah.
I hope to also conquer your fear of scripting tomorrow too, and show you that that's not that hard either. So yeah, so I guess we could call this good. What I want to do now is just go file new project again.
But do you do save scene or save project?
Save project, like I do save scene, save project, but it's always good to do both. Save project is only if you're setting some specific like build settings or something like that that's not scene related, and you're about to close Unity and you want to make sure that you saved it. So we're gonna do Learn AR Weekend Day 1 AR Core this time.
So this is a new project?
New project, yep. Now, you should have downloaded previously that Android Studio, right? So install it if you haven't yet. You're gonna need that, and while that's installing, you're also gonna need to download another thing. You're gonna Google Java JDK. You're gonna click this first link from oracle.com, and in here you're gonna accept the license agreement, and then you're gonna download the Mac OS one and install that as well. So just accept, and then Mac OS. It's right here in between Linux and Solaris. I believe people. I don't even know what Solaris is.
Kit 9, Kit 8.
What?
Kit
Oh yeah, 8.
8.
So yeah, once you install those things, I'll tell you what to do next. But yeah, basically it's just a couple of configuration steps in Unity to basically tell it where you installed Android Studio and Java, and then everything else should be covered from there. And then we'll basically plug in my phone into your computers and see if we can, export the Google project, the simple Google project. So I'm gonna stop the recording. I'm gonna check in when you guys have this installed.